world today is not fucking around. I'm wondering if this is indicative of build up to the eclipse on the astrological level, because I've already been sideswiped pretty hard by this Mercury shadow period, and Mars is coming into the fold as things are going on. Because I think did Mars just enter Pisces? I don't remember. Anyway, so I'm trying to crush a good day at work, and my boss decides to start ordering me around like I'm an imbecile. That I've forgotten things, that a task is not as complicated as it ought to be in one way, or simple in another way. And he wouldn't understand the job that I do, and insulting the job that I do, and choose to pick at me when all I'm trying to do is listen and get the job done that he's asked me to do. So I got fed up with him, threw down the work gloves, told him he's pissing me off, and fuck you. Took a minute to blow off some steam. Walked in, talked to the boss, because thankfully he's not the boss. And, had a conversation. Was, of course, forthright with my anger as such, and was sent home. I don't know what else is to be made of that. But I am sure, but I don't even know. I don't care. I am sure that it'll be a certain degree of pain if I were to end up at a loss for the gig, right? So it's interesting when these things pop up, right? Like, because I know that the energy is in an interesting effing place. I know the energy is in an interesting effing place. And I also know that my life has never gotten any better by taking irritant and insult from people. So, with my rest of the day off here, I'm going to go be personally productive in the manner in which I love to be personally productive. Therefore, I am going to go to the gym. And then I'm going to go home. And like my post said, I'm going to work on my videos. Because I recorded lots of yoga and a little kickboxing. And those are going to be two different videos, but I think I may release them like I may release them kind of together. Hey, there we are. Okay, you back? We're back. How's it going? Let me know if you can hear me. I didn't turn off my my Bluetooth. So I don't know if it's picking up the Bluetooth. I think it's supposed to be picking up the stereo, so it should be fine. But I mean I'm almost done anyway. But yeah, so I'm having shenanigans pop up in my life, and energetically it makes it feels a certain way. It makes a certain amount of sense, and hey, you know, like, I don't know what the expectation of quote-unquote emotional self-control is truly asked of, right? Because I do have plenty of emotional self-control. I definitely have plenty of ability to, hang on. I definitely have plenty of ability to hold my temper, right? But this would be the second time that it's happened at work. And the only reason why the world has a problem with losing its temper, it's because it doesn't care about you. And therefore you can't lose your temper, because that would mean that there's something wrong with the world for you, and nobody cares about you. And that's the game. That's the game in the world, and it feels like it's part of a conspiracy, right? Because that is what it is, but there literally isn't a conspiracy behind it. Other than complaining about just the way people are and the kind of world that they really want to be in, that they propagate and all that stuff, right? So I'd rather take the hit and give the company something to think about maybe being better through things that can't quite be articulated. I guess there's enough room here, right? Yeah, this will be fine. All right. You know, these things, they can't be articulated by regular, by a regular person who is afraid. They're afraid of, of what's going to happen, right? The way people play the leverage game, right? I can treat somebody a certain way because they are in a position where they need you. So you can treat them all sorts of different ways as long as they need you. Is that world going away? That world's going away for people that change. And I'm certainly I'm not in the most all-powerful position, right? There will be consequences, but I have to hold true to how I wish to be treated. I need to hold true to people comprehending why I do things the way that I do them. And if you have the biggest of fucking problems with it, then you gotta really fucking put me through it the way you want me to do it. Because If the job doesn't ask for a particular, and I don't deliver your particular, and you want the particular, you actually have to show me the particular. No, you have to do it this way. You have to move this way with your left hand and that way with your right hand, and that'll make it work. No, you have to walk this way first and that way. Like, yes, that's what you have to do. And you don't want to do that. So just let me get it done quickly. That's the problem with people. Hey, my Shuri. I'm just talking about how I put myself in trouble at work and was sent home early today because I lost my temper. And cursed out somebody. You know, so I'm just talking about, like, the things that are, some would say, personally foolish versus what is personally about respect and dignity, right? Because we all know me and how that works. I am the guy that you ought to fucking know. You ought to fucking know that the main reason why I respect you is because I have been respected by you. And then that changes if you choose not to respect me. I'm working, if I'm working with people for fucking a year, we have an understanding of who we are to each other. There's a way we can fucking talk to each other as fucking men doing a job. Right? And I keep my mouth shut about things when they aren't a fucking personal problem for me, as well as my ability to accommodate another person. I have a boss who uses vague, mumbled words and ill-pointed directions, like literal, like pointing badly, to tell me to go grab a thing poorly described. Especially when you're grabbing plants, and it's just like, oh, would you like this particular kind of green plant or that one? Which one did you say? You wanted the azalea or the lilac? What did you want? This is my, this is part and parcel of my job. And then I say nothing because people, I don't know, man. I usually say nothing because I've been considered to, in the past, to have been, wrong for bugging people about their little issues. So I'm like, all right, leave people with their little issues, even if they affect me a little bit, that's fine. But it would seem that it likes to rear its ugly head, that if someone's not reminded that just because you're the boss doesn't mean you're actually better than me. You might be better than me, but that's also case by case. You are just persistently and consistently better than me. But then if there's the moments where I'm better than you, and you can't fucking notice it, and then some other issue pops up that you have an issue with, and then it's just like, I just did this great thing, and you're bitching and complaining about this, which I either had no control over, or I wasn't finished with the job. What? This is like, why am I being treated like this today? Why can't you treat me today like the way you treated me yesterday? What have I done to irritate you? What have I failed to do? Was it, today I wasted a minute? Like this particular day, I was too slow? I thought people wanted me to slow down. I get very confused. And so, I have a right to get a little frustrated with inconsistency I have a right to get very frustrated about things that I am asked to not complain about. So the shape of things has to change. We'll see what's up. I got no qualms making a phone call, trying to get a few interviews, and I may have no qualms even taking a pay cut, which would probably end up balancing itself out. Just because I probably would be working somewhere closer. Because I can find another business that needs a guy to lift a heavy thing. I can find another florist and garden store. I can find all sorts of stuff. Lots of competition. At this point, I'm really there just because I've been there for a while. I know how things work. It's established. I can do a good job without having the learning curve of 50 million things that are new. And it's not a terrible commute. It's only 20 minutes typically. But I am also a man of ambition, and so a lot of those things don't have to matter at all. Anyway, I am going to go and do my gym thing. I'll catch you guys later.